Major funding for KPBS Evening Edition has been made possible in part by Bill Howe Family of Companies, providing San Diego with plumbing, heating, and air restoration, flood and remodeling services for over 40 years. Call 1-800-BILL-HOWE or visit billhowe.com. And by the Conrad Prebys Foundation, Darlene Marcos Shiley, and by the following. And by viewers like you. Thank you.
San Diego faculty join students in their protest for Palestinians. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Carroll in for Maya Trabulsi. A march in support of Gaza and against the UC San Diego administration led right up to the doorstep of the university chancellor's home this afternoon. KPBS education reporter M.G. Perez tells us it was triggered by Monday's police action.
You can see it on their signs and hear it in their voices.
Remember South Africa, remember Vietnam!
Only now, the protest is louder and larger, involving many of the UC San Diego faculty.
We saw police use pepper spray on our students from arm's length. We saw students in anguish about their safety as a result of the police presence on campus, not because of the encampments.
This week of protest started early Monday morning when university police, CHP officers, and sheriff's deputies tore down the Gaza Solidarity Student Encampment outside the Geisel Library. 60 people were arrested, 40 of them students, now facing interim suspension for their participation, which led to more unrest, confrontations, and demonstrations.
Research shows that police violence disproportionately affects people of color, and I can't stress enough how much Monday's events exemplified that fact.
This morning turned into an afternoon of students joining their faculty members in a march to the doorstep of UCSD Chancellor Pradeep Khosla's home. A university communications spokesman confirmed the chancellor was in town today, but would not say if he was at home when the protesters arrived. At least one of Khosla's neighbors had something to say about the students rallying at the private home.
These kids need to go back to school and graduate and just go back to wherever they are. And I'm not saying this as a mean person. I'm just so fed up.
Chancellor Khosla and his administration continue to defend their actions regarding the student encampment and what happened Monday. At the same time, students and faculty and their supporters are committed to continuing their demonstrations. Today, they were joined by members of the Healthcare Workers for Palestine. Some of them work for the UC system.
We strongly condemn the reckless escalation and endangerment, and we will not accept this conduct anywhere near our students, our faculty, our staff, and our community.
A group of the faculty have joined their students in calling for the chancellor's resignation because of his leadership in how this dispute has been handled. No comment from Khosla on that. M.G. Perez, KPBS News.
Commencement ceremonies started at San Diego State University this morning. Across the country, some university graduations that had been scheduled for today or the next few days aren't happening. Several schools that have seen pro-Palestinian demonstrations are canceling or modifying their ceremonies. As Amy Kiley reports, they're citing safety concerns.
I'm grateful to have the degree, but of course it would have been nice to have that celebration.
Today is when the University of Southern California main commencement ceremony was supposed to take place, but it's one of a handful of schools canceling or modifying graduation plans. The institutions say they're worried about safety in light of recent events at pro-Palestinian demonstrations on campus. A celebration at LA's Memorial Coliseum last night is USC's idea for a graduation replacement.
My parents flew in all the way from Peru.
Cal Poly Humboldt says its campus remains closed through Sunday. It's holding commencement ceremonies at 3 off-site locations tomorrow. Some faculty there say they want the president to step down, largely over his handling of recent protests.
Everything that occurred afterward is outfall from that poor decision. has led all of us to a real deep concern and lack of faith in leadership.
Emory University in Atlanta says it'll hold its ceremony off campus Monday. The school says it made the decision with input from Emory police and security advisors. And where the movement began, Columbia University says its main ceremony that had been scheduled for Wednesday is canceled. I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
Well, Mother's Day weekend is upon us, and we have some fairly quiet, pleasant weather for us. Now, there will be a warming trend that begins to take over overnight tonight, though, nice and cool for us, down into the low 50s for most, near 60 closer to the coastline and into San Diego. And again, a bit of variety there from the mountains to the deserts. But overall, as we look at the Saturday forecast, a warm, dry time, high pressure largely in charge here across the West Coast. And we're going to be looking ahead at how warm we get with those complete forecasts coming up.
The Oceanside Pier is open to the public today, a little more than 2 weeks after it was closed by a fire. KPBS North County reporter Tanya Thorne spoke to locals and visitors eager to get back on it.
Last month, the future of the Oceanside Pier was unclear. Plumes of smoke were seen coming from the end of it. But firefighters managed to stop the fire from spreading, and the majority of the pier was saved. City officials have now determined it's safe enough for a partial reopening. Here's Oceanside Mayor Esther Sanchez.
We're going to be able to walk on 75% of the pier, and we're very, very excited about it. It's very safe where they've put a gate. They've actually put 2 gates just to make it very obvious that this is as far as you go. But it's 75% is pretty good. It's beyond the bait shop and the bathrooms and the lifeguard station, and
just in time for visitors like Susan Ogg and her family. They go to the pier every year to honor her parents who passed away.
We dropped ashes in the ocean and then dropped the flowers off the end of the pier. So we wanted to do the same thing with the flowers. But when we got here, the pier was closed, of course. And this is our last day. We've been here for a week and the pier opened, so we're down here to drop our flowers.
Ogg says the pier helps her remember her parents and create new memories with her family.
Hopefully the pier will be here years to come, and my grandkids will be coming down and doing the same thing. So it's really important that people preserve things that are historic.
The locals and fishermen were just as excited for the reopening of the pier.
It's a great day for Oceanside to have the pier back open, and it's packed already. It's like summer crowds already, even with the marine layer, so it's awesome.
I am exuberant is the right word. I'm so happy that the pier was reopened.
Yes, we come out here twice a week. We catch mackerel, croaker, jack smelt, and that's pretty much, sometimes we hit some good halibut in the colder months. But
a full investigation of what caused the fire will take a couple more weeks. Foul play has been ruled out, and city officials expect insurance will cover the majority of the rebuilding. More closures of the pier could come in the near future as rebuilding moves forward. Tanya Thorne, KPBS News.
California is facing a budget deficit of more than $27 billion. That's the figure Governor Newsom announced today as he outlined his revised state budget for the new fiscal year starting July 1st. To close the gap, the governor proposed cutting 10,000 vacant state jobs and suspending some business tax deductions. Newsom says some of those cuts will also help balance next year's budget as state revenues are projected to keep falling. The deadline for the state legislature to approve the spending plan is June 15th. This week, we learned tourism in California has come charging all the way back and then some since the lows of the pandemic. SDSU's Miro Kopik says San Diego is a big part of that story in the Friday Business Report.
For 2023, the San Diego and the state had record numbers in terms of tourism spending. You know, the state of California had over $150 billion in statewide spending, which is above the pre-pandemic level of $145 billion, which was a record back then. But the city of San Diego had $14.3 billion in spending, which was up 7.5% versus 2022, but over 23% before the pandemic. So San Diego's gotten a disproportionate share. And what's great is that it really has helped the recovery of all parts of the tourist ecosystem since the pandemic. And tourism is the second largest sector in San Diego County. You know, it employs about over 200,000 employees. Almost 1 in 8 jobs is related to tourism. And the city truly benefited from this kind of bump in tourism by receiving about $400 million of that transient tax for the hotel taxes that tourists pay. Condé Nast Traveler magazine, their annual reader poll said that it rated San Diego as the #2 big city in the United States, beating cities like New York and Miami. So, you know, it really says that San Diego has a lot of momentum in terms of the tourism. And obviously, as we're heading into the summer season and Comic-Con just around the corner, we're going to hopefully see that momentum continue in 2024.
I'm Amna Nawaz. Tonight on the NewsHour, a new government report says the U.S. will continue sending weapons to Israel despite apparent violations of international law. That's coming up at 7 after Evening Edition on KPBS.
May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and this Saturday, Oceanside will be hosting 2 festivals with resources. The Sublime Life Sobriety Festival is a free event with resources that support a life free from addiction. It's the first of its kind and is inspired by the late Sublime frontman Bradley Nowell, who died of a drug overdose in 1996.
All of our communities have this problem, but it is very diluted amongst our country. But it's here. That's the truth, and that's our truth, and that it's all around us, and something needs to be done about it. And if we have more things like this, more events like this, I feel that we can make a difference here.
That was Haley Rigi with the Nowell Family Foundation. The free event will be held at the Civic Center Plaza from 10 to 3 in the afternoon. The other event is called Change Your Mind. It's a mental wellness event focusing on workshops and experts in the San Diego mental health community. Interfaith Community Services is putting on the event at the Junior Seau Amphitheater from 12 to 4 p.m. Some of the top musicians from around the world are taking over San Diego's Seaport Village all weekend. KPBS reporter Jacob Ayer takes us inside Wonderfront Music Arts Festival 2024, poised to be one of the biggest events in the entire county.
Fans of all ages, places, and backgrounds are excited for the sights and sounds on tap at Embarcadero Park this Friday through Sunday.
I feel like it's really nice now that we're having more festivals here in the city. I feel like there's not really much going on here most of the time, but now we have a really good lineup, so I'm excited to see what there is to like more.
Wonderfront 2024 is back with tons of big names and emerging artists, including a few local bands like St. Luna.
As we've gotten older, I feel like our sound has also kind of grown up with us a little bit. I feel like we're definitely trying to get a little heavier and grittier, a little bit more like alternative, psychedelic, desert rock.
2 of the group members grew up in Point Loma and Lakeside. The others met at San Diego State University and on TikTok. And now they get to play their music in front of their hometown.
It's definitely a trip, because I remember I came to this festival 2 years ago to see Kings of Leon, and now I'm playing this festival. Besides
the local band, some of the 3-day festival headliners include Beck, Kaytranada, and Weezer.
This is my first music festival kind of thing, so the lineup was good, it was cheap, I live here, getting here is easy, it just kind of all worked out.
This is the 3rd time the festival has ever taken place, even though it began in 2019 due to the pandemic. And now there's a new time of year for the event.
So this is the first time we've been in May, so now we get to be kind of a kickoff to summer festival instead of the last of the year. So that's been really good.
Founder Paul Thornton says Wonderfront originally took place in November.
We'll have over 2 hours more, almost 3 hours more of sunlight every day. Just from that shift, that makes a big difference in things.
In addition to the performances, he says there's a new feel for the festival this year. The setup is more compact, and the music is catered to certain genres each day.
That was a little trickier to do, trying to have all those genres on all 3 days. So now we're a little more pointed per day. So Friday's EDM, hip hop, pop, Saturday's all our rock genres, Sunday's Americana, jam, rootsy rock, some alt country.
Thornton says they're expecting up to 50,000 people to come and enjoy the music. The festival has 8 stages, and one of them is a boat that takes up to 550 people out on the bay. For St. Luna, the feeling is surreal.
We've definitely paid our dues too, so it feels like we can all kind of pat each other on the back, like being here. And it's going to be a good day. Everybody's excited to play. We're going to have some fun.
Just to be asked, especially when you're based in San Diego, and kind of know what this event means to this region, like what it is like super cool to be a part of it, and like just very grateful to be here.
Whether people come out to all 3 days of the festival or just a single one, the energy here is through the roof, especially because now this might be the largest music event in San Diego. Reporting from Wonderfront Festival, Jacob Ayer, KPBS News.
Mingay International Museum in Balboa Park will host a one-night exhibit on Monday. KPBS reporter Katie Hyson spoke with the artist challenging Vietnamese beauty standards with her paintbrush.
I use there's different type of like outfit in this exhibition. So we have the ao dai.
Lin Nguyen's portraits are striking. Stunning women dressed in bright, luxurious clothes, staring unapologetically at the viewer. But Nguyen says some Vietnamese viewers may question why they're featured in an exhibit called Det, which means beauty, because each subject challenges Vietnamese beauty norms with long historical roots.
If you have a darker skin complexion, this means you work outside in the field. And if you have a lighter skin complexion, you are of a higher status.
She says the standard became even more unattainable when Westerners came to Vietnam.
We see foreigner and people become more envious of, you want to have the double eyelid, the skinnier nose, the even lighter skin complexions.
It's personal for Nguyen, who grew up in Vietnam.
It's always felt like no matter what I do, it is not going to be enough.
Organizer Britt Pham hopes the exhibit brings freedom.
We want to redefine beauty as self-acceptance and not needing to buy into any sort of story that's placed upon us.
The free event will include food and a conversation on the history behind these standards and where to go from here. RSVP on Eventbrite. Katie Hyson, KPBS News.
Dozens of sick and starving pelicans have been found in Southern California coastal communities. Earlier this week, lifeguards in Newport Beach spotted 24 sick pelicans, and they called wildlife experts in for help. The Wetlands and Wildlife Care Center in Huntington Beach says these birds are the latest group they've tried to save. They've taken in more than 100 other pelicans that are anemic, dehydrated, and emaciated.
It's a crisis right now for the pelicans. We're like in crisis mode and we really need help. They are starving to death. And if we don't get them into care, they will die. Most of these might not make it till tomorrow if we don't get them in.
The California Department of Fish and Wildlife said it does not know why the pelicans are getting sick, but a similar situation happened in 2022. Wildlife care organizations are caring for the birds until they can be released back into their natural habitat. Our media partner, KGTV, reported as of yesterday, 10 brown pelicans were being treated for starvation, dehydration, or injury at SeaWorld San Diego.
We have a nice warming trend here for Mother's Day weekend, and overall pleasant weather will be around for the coastline, and we're going to be feeling the biggest change east of the mountains into the deserts. That's where you're going to see the most significant warming into next week, and it'll be dry here. The dry weather and the dry season is upon us. So tonight, low clouds near the coast. Later on, we'll get down to around 60 degrees in the heart of the metro, and then tomorrow we're going to gain about 9-10 degrees, rising up to near 70 degrees for most of us near the coastline. Head east into Ramona, 77. Borrego Springs, 94. You want to escape the heat, head up into the mountains there. Mount Laguna only reaches 59 degrees. Ahead to Sunday then, warm weather prevails. We're going to get just a little bit warmer, incrementally warmer here over the next few days. So the coast forecast here, we're going to be dealing with readings around 70 Saturday, 72. So just marginal warming, about 2 degrees from Saturday to Sunday. Then we drop off just slightly into the upper 60s. Low clouds and then sunshine each and every day. Pretty straightforward forecast there for the coast. Into the inland areas we go, and here you're going to notice upper 70s here. We'll gain about 5 degrees, 3, 4, 5 degrees from where we've recently been up to where we're going on Sunday and Monday. Then we get back down to the low 70s here with a bit of cooling Tuesday and Wednesday. Into the mountains, we're going to be dealing with a pretty decent pattern here. Comfortably cool. And this is where, again, the elevation just is on our side here, keeping us from the big-time heat. 60 will be our warmest day on Sunday after some chilly nights or mornings. And, again, around 61 or so into Wednesday. The deserts, this is where we feel the heat a bit. Now, it's not off the charts hot. We're not going to be dealing with excessive heat warnings or watches or anything like that in the near term. But we will be rising up to 98 degrees on Sunday, getting a little steamy for Mother's Day. And then after Mother's Day, we cool it back down into the low 90s. A quick rebound, though, into Wednesday once again. So we hope that you have a happy and safe Mother's Day weekend. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Jeff Cornish for KPBS News.
Here's another look at today's top stories. UC San Diego faculty joined students in their protest for Palestine this afternoon. A march in support of Gaza and against the UC San Diego administration led right up to the doorstep of the university chancellor's La Jolla home. The group of professors, students, and community members are demanding Chancellor Pradeep Khosla resign after ordering the clearing of the Gaza Solidarity Encampment on Monday. The administration says there were health and security issues with the camp. The Oceanside Pier is open to the public today, a little more than 2 weeks after it was closed by a fire. Now, about 75% of it is open. A full investigation into what caused the fire will take a couple more weeks. Foul play has been ruled out, and city officials expect insurance will cover the majority of the rebuilding. Sunday is Mother's Day, so it's a sure thing a lot of moms will be receiving flowers. But you don't really need a special occasion to give flowers. Sometimes they're just what someone needs to brighten their day. I recently met a group of women in Point Loma that bring a lot of brightness into a lot of lives every week with flowers. They call themselves the Petal Pushers. Cut flowers, nature's palette of colors. A graceful, lovely way to bring the beauty of the outdoors inside.
We make them for the schools, for the teachers. We make them for senior citizens' home. And we make them for Meals on Wheels.
The we she's talking about are a group that calls itself the Petal Pushers. They make bouquets. And the she is Kay Phillips. She calls herself the group's coordinator.
I think we have about 15 to 7 peddlers, as I call them. And we meet each Tuesday.
Before the bouquet building can begin, a couple of the peddlers gather the building blocks.
Let's see, we've got a couple set up here.
The flowers. That happens here, behind the Trader Joe's store at Liberty Station.
So, big variety, everything from irises to tulips to cabbage.
They come every Tuesday, and we have those items ready for them to pick up in the morning.
Jeff Buechler is the general manager of the store. In Trader Joe's speak, he's called the captain. His team sorts out the flowers that are past their sell-by date, but that still have plenty of life left in them.
Try to keep them so that they're not damaged. We keep them outside and keep them fresh. And they pick them up, and then I guess they take them and do their thing and make bouquets for a bunch of other people.
I think we're going to make it. Yeah.
That process happens a short drive from Liberty Station. Here in the parish hall of All Souls Episcopal Church in Point Loma.
You can use your own creativity because we don't have any rules, so you can use your own creativity, and people sometimes come in a little hesitant. They think, oh, I don't know how to arrange flowers. And I said, you don't need to know how to arrange flowers, you'll pick it up.
In this case, because the base is blue, so I want to use a very cool color design.
The flowers are spread out across tables, the peddlers looking over the palette, selecting just the right combination of blooms to be rebirthed into a new bouquet, a floral refreshing.
I have a couple of people here today that were really hesitant, and they're pros,
They blossomed.
They did. Very good, John. They blossomed. They were planted and they blossomed.
The floral fashioning takes a couple of hours. Then all this work moves into the final phase, the payoff for the peddlers. Last stop, downtown's Gary and Mary West Senior Wellness Center, where their motto is serving seniors. And on this day, you could add melting hearts.
I can actually smell them. Sometimes I can't smell things.
Thank you!
you like a bouquet?
Yeah, beautiful umbrella. Thank you.
What's the occasion?
Thank you.
The smiling faces, the unbounded joy here. Turns out that's a two-way street.
I'd just like people to know that we're very grateful to have this opportunity to serve the community. Extremely grateful, and I think all of us get probably more than we give.
From donated flowers to the volunteer spirit of people that care about their community, to the spreading of hand-delivered happiness, the weekly circle of joy, complete. Now, if you know a group that could use some fresh flowers, the Petal Pushers are always looking for new places to visit. Just check out the Point Loma Garden Club's website at plgc.org. On a personal addendum, a note of privilege, I want to say that doing stories like that is one of my favorite things about working at KPBS. I'm affirmed and encouraged, as are all of our reporters, to do those kinds of stories. So it's great to work here, and it's worth your support. You can find tonight's stories on our website, kpbs.org. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm John Carroll. Mom, I love you. Have an excellent evening and a wonderful weekend.
Major funding for KPBS Evening Edition has been made possible in part by Bill Howe Family of Companies, providing San Diego with plumbing, heating, and air restoration, flood and remodeling services for over 40 years. Call 1-800-BILL-HOWE or visit billhowe.com. And by the Conrad Prebys Foundation, Darlene Marco Shiley, and by the following. And by viewers like you. Thank you.